Okay, today I'm going to show you how you can use volume and Faux 3D to create a very interesting character animation. So in the previous tutorial I had, which you can watch, I'll put it down in the link in the description. I showed you how to set up the bones for this character. And now let's animate him. The fun part is starting. So let's go to animate him. So I'm just going to create a new timeline and call it jump. And then let's make it 2 seconds. Make it a loop and enable the work area. And I'm maybe going to go to frame 30 here and then frame 30 here. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this bone here, the character root bone, and I'm going to go to frame 40 and I'm going to bring him down because remember we've got an animation principle called anticipation. So before he jumps, he goes up, and then when he's maybe at 1, we bring him all the way up here. And then when we get to frame 20 here, we can maybe bring him down again and then copy this first one. And then we get this, but this looks very stiff and mechanical. So we're going to work on this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to select these and make them, well, give them cubic interpolation. I'm actually going to bring this one forward a bit. And then space them out. And then here, when he's down, I'm going to make him shoot up fast. So we're creating a bouncing ball here. And then on this one, I'm going to select him and then I want him to go down fast there as well. So as he touches the ground, gravity pulls him down. So this is exactly like a bouncing ball. Okay, so that's the first part. So the second part, let's take the whole character and maybe here I'm going to put a keyframe for Y. So I'm going to add another instance where he goes up and then bring him down here again. And then here we're just going to create another bouncing ball. So everything's a bouncing ball. So this one here, we want him to accelerate fast. And then the second one here, we want him to go down fast, hang in the air. So that means if I've got this one selected, this keyframe is this one on this side here, and then this one is that one there. So we get something like this. But let's add a bit of 3D, faux 3D to this to make it look nice. So I'm going to just going to zoom in here. I'm going to select this bone here and I'm going to put a keyframe on the Y. And then as he goes down, I want him to bend forward. And he's facing the camera. So we bring this belt down. And then as he goes up, I want him to go backwards. So just zoom out a bit. And then I'm just going to copy these. And then copy this one. And now if I play it, you can see it's already got a sort of a faux 3D effect. But now we just need to do the same to his head. So his head follows the movement. So I'm going to select his head here. And I'm going to put a keyframe on Y and then also on Y scale. And then as he comes down, I'm going to bring him down. This one sets up funny. I must actually use X here. For the X and the Y's have been set up. And I don't know why, but it's been set up to X is Y on the head. So I'm just changing this and I'm bringing this. So I want this one to come down here. So the head comes forward as he goes down, and then as he comes up, we go the other direction, and then copy it again, and then paste it. Just give it cubic interpolation. And that's looking a bit better. I think maybe if he's up there, we can maybe just bring it. It's a bit too extreme there. And that seems to be, now I can see there's some movement in here. And then we can just play with the X as well. Or the Y, sorry, the Y scale. Because as his head moves down, it moves in 3D space. And there's a bit of scale going. So just slightly, when he's down here, I'm going to make this one 90. And then when he's up there, make it 100 again. And then just copy these over. And copy them over. And then we get this. And it's already starting to look like something. So what we can do now we can just work with the facial features to bring his whole head actually down. So I want him to lean forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with the ears first. Put a keyframe on the Y, and then as the head goes down. So basically how this works is everything that's on the back of the head moves in the opposite direction, like the ears. So if the head goes down, the ears move up, as you can see here. And then the opposite's also true. As the head moves up, the ears move down. And then we just copy this one here. And copy this one here. And then just press F to frame. And it's already starting to look pretty cool. So the last thing that I want to do is I want to play with the nose as well. So the nose, as he moves down, the nose comes forward. So it moves down like this. And then as he moves up, the nose moves up, and we just bring it sort of past so it's in front of the eyes. And it's all, this is quite more subtle. And then we just do this here. And then the last thing I think I want to do is I want to play with the hair. With the hair, I'm just going to put a keyframe here. And then as he goes down, because the hair is in the back, the hair comes up. And then as his face comes up, the hair goes down. So it's the same as the nose. No, it's the same as the ears. Same principle. Whatever's in the back when the head goes up goes down, and whatever's in the front goes up. It sounds very confusing and very counterintuitive, but trust me, if you've animated for a while, this all becomes second nature. And I mean, obviously I can tweak this a bit more, and I can animate the arms, and there's a lot I can animate, but you can already see that this character has got some volume, and that is the purpose of this lesson, is to show you quickly how you can add three-dimensional faux 3D volume to a character. And that's one of the most important animation principles, is the principle of volume. It's one of the 12 principles of animation. And you can see it in this little character. And I hope you enjoyed this, and if you like it, subscribe, and please, if you're interested in Rive and want to take a deep dive, I've got a course called Rive Rockstar which goes very deep into Rive, and I hope to see you in class.